Hi guys, this is Kat from Blue Moxie Art, and today I want to talk to you a little bit. This is going to be a little bit longer video because we're going to flip through a art journal. First of all, I'm not naked. I mean, see, there's a shirt there. I'm wearing a dress. It's hot, and sorry about my face color. I have a little bit of sunburn, and this is how the computer is choosing to fix it, is by giving me, yeah, whatevs. It was worth it. It was totally worth it. My daughter graduated from UC Santa Barbara last year when there was, a pandemic. So she got to walk yesterday, and we went to the boathouse after, and the sun was just beating on my face, but I wasn't going to change a thing, just being with her and celebrating her. And this is what happens when you run out of the house without your moisturizer on that has sunscreen in it. You get a sunburn. But honestly, it's not as bad as it looks here. It looks a lot more dramatic on the screen. Okay, so life story. So I love to art journal. You guys, probably know that. I'm a mixed media artist because I want to play with everything. I don't want to be just limited. And I do have art journals and I do use art journals, but another life thing that I love so much is I love these kind of expensive magazines like Daphne's Diary, because look how pretty it is. Isn't that just like so fun? Ew, what's that? I haven't got to that yet. What is this? Let's see. Oh, it's for zodiac signs. How cute is that? See, too much fun. So I like Daphne's. My favorite is Flow. I love Flow magazine. And years ago when Barnes and Noble, thank you very much, stopped letting you use coupons on them, it just broke my heart, because without a coupon, this is like a $22 magazine. And I have a hard time spending 22 bucks on a magazine. So what I do is I then use them, I read them. I usually go through them twice. So the first time I read them, the second time I go through and I read them again, and I do art journaling in them. So like on this page, it's always backwards, sorry. So like this page, I gessoed it, and then I pulled out words that I really, really liked, and made sure I didn't, watercolor too darkly over them. And then I threw some salt on it and let it do its thing. And on this one, I had liked the fact that it said she was pleasantly quirky, she could draw. So I drew this kind of quirky girl on there. I just thought she was kind of interesting. So yeah, so that's what I do. So what I'm going to do with you today is, and also, let's go back, it doesn't have to be these two. Just if you have a book that you love, what I like about this is they're really nice paper. Like, they're pretty. Oh, look at this page right here. I didn't even see that when I was busy with the flip out. They're pretty. Guys, I'm a Converse person. See, Converse, perfect. Converse and a paintbrush and jeans. That's just me right there. So look at the back. Oh, so pretty. So I like these because, like, if you could feel this cover right now, so good. So I like them because the quality of the paper. The magazines are beautiful, but I do have a hard time putting $20+ down for a magazine. This one, y'all, this one is like 16 bucks, which is still, but Sam's Club, you get a discount. So groovy. I wish they would get Flow. So what I do is I then use them as an art journal. So I have this old one that is actually complete, because that's like another little thing. Not really good about the whole finishing it thing. So I am going to just flip you through and kind of talk to you about some of the things that I did in this one. So see, magazine for paper lovers. Oh, it's backwards. That would be me. And so let me switch cameras. Okay, I'm gonna switch you around. If you get seasick, sorry, it'll just be a moment. So I gotta put you up here so you can see. And it's funny, you can see the sass, like how you're feeling at that time, because I noticed that this Flow belongs to Kat. Yay! This is from 2014. This one is a little newer, and I must have been feeling myself, because this one belongs to, can you see it? Let me get it in there. Come on, camera. Why are you being a brat? You can see it says Kat freaking Kelly. I love that. I am Cat freaking Kelly. Okay, so we're just gonna flip through and I'll try to go kind of fast, but just this is just to give you ideas, guys. This is just to give you ideas. So this had this beautiful cover on it. This is the very first page. I doodled a little bit on the front. Yes to that. I love that. Um, I like this. There are some things you learn best in calm and some in storm. So I kind of, did that. Silly little say cheese. I love the VW buses, so I put a heart. So see, just even on the cover, I just made it mine. No, it's just fun. So this was gorgeous. I thought it was gorgeous. So I would like to say that I put this gesso down just so I could highlight the word beauty, but I can see that I actually had messed it up. So this is literally from 2014. So I don't remember everything that I did or why, but I like it because the word is highlighted. And that's the thing, guys. If something like that happens, if I don't know what I did, I might have had the wrong word or something, but this is groovy and I love it. So who cares, right? So um this one, sometimes I will do poetry out of this. This one I pulled out this word. I don't know, zeitgeist and zeitgeist. And I wrote down the definition. I looked it up and I wrote it down. It's actually the zeitgeist is the spirit of the age or spirit of the times, is the intellectual fashion or dominant school of thought that typifies and influences the culture of a particular period in time. So see, I learned something. And so that's, sometimes I just like pull something out. I haven't looked in this book in a long time, guys, so this is fun for me too. Oh, see, so this says everything's going to be okay. I wrote just remember. Remember those get along? This could be a get along scarf. Remember those shirts where they put a big shirt and put two kids in it till they stop fighting? That would work too. Just doodling, writing. I like this. Everyone should have the label contents fragile, handled with love, grace, and care, and ice cream. Yes, I still feel that way all these years later. So this is fun for me today too, because I don't even know what's in here. Doodle, just a doodle across the page, adding a little bit of stuff. It says spoil yourself. I wrote just a little. Simplify your life. I wrote chaos makes you itchy. Chaos makes me itchy, you guys. I just can't. They had post-it note pictures, so I wrote on them. I want this typewriter, apparently. Isn't that cool? Looks like I colored that in. That was probably there. Drew a flower. This whole article, apparently my take on this, who is Tamara de Lempica, this chick, who is this chick? And I wrote kind of a crazy lady. And little things here like inspiring lives, I want to be. I remember this. I'm calling BS de la Pinka. I don't believe that you paint in that dress. I mean, really, guys, do you think that's how she dressed up to paint? No, I'm still calling BS. No, not happening. So for this article, I just highlighted some things that were interesting to me, wrote some stuff down about, the thoughts that I had when I read this and like how they what they made me think, right? Just what they made me think. Here's some of her art, just so you know. And the things like this, I'll just leave it alone sometimes. Like there's her art, okay. Something I wrote thinking about all of this. Well, life is a work of art, and that made me write something about up here about it. Look at this, what a name. She named her child Baroness Kizette de la Pinka Foxhall. Oh, baby, that's a good one. And then this last little thing I highlighted, Cosette, who owed her mother so little, fulfilled her last wishes and scattered her ashes on top of the volcano Popocatépetl. I don't know that word. See that word? This, of course, I picked one that's got lots of really crazy. See that? Popocatépetl. I don't know. Interesting. So, then look, this magazine has this cool picture of Mick and Bianca Jagger, which makes me think of that song. I got to move like Jagger. But they gave me some blank space, so I doodled. They had this picture here and this quote, and so I just kind of added that, added around it. Just doodle it up. Doesn't have to be anything amazing, you guys. It's just fun. It's just fun. Like this, I love this. I do, me too. And I put my wedding date and put always. I doodled around all these things, pray for these kids. Just doodle because why not? It doesn't have to be great, great art. I think it's fun to answer this question, what are you up to? So I wrote all the things that I was like up to in my life right then. About yarn bombing and what they thought. I liked this part right here where it says, some 35 grandmothers helped us knit and they loved it and we're happy with them. And I wrote, love that they were grannies. That's cool. So the whole magazine just becomes much more um, personal to me. Like here, I'm all look for this book, which I don't think I've done, so I need to do that. Had things to say right here. Boy, did I have things to say. Like this is not my thing. People running around with big bear heads on their head, not my thing. Look at that thumbs up, a little hat. That's creepy. Is this not the cutest thing? My friend Mandy actually, she has three girls that I adore, and they had kind of had something like this. Like they had a little picket fence, and all their little rain boots were on it. It was one of the cutest things I've ever seen. This I just pulled things out of it that interested me. Wrote some notes. This one I was doing a lot of writing. Sometimes it's more art, sometimes it's more writing and doodling, and that's totally fine. And that's what makes it yours. You know, sometimes art, like I'm noticing in this book, lots and lots of writing, lots and lots of writing. If I flip this one over here, it's I did found poetry in here. I copied this. I was more like, I want to make this art. I, did this whole watercolor thing. So it just depends on where your mood is at the time, and that's fine. That's the point, is it's fine. It's your book. Do what makes you happy with it. Lots of writing here about living in Paris. Oh, here's some found poetry. So let's see what I came up with. It says, present. It's so easy to say nasty things, meet someone else, and before you know it, you're on the wrong path. So I just came up with through here. Sometimes I feel bright and cheerful. I'm an artist. I have friends. Sometimes I don't mind imperfection. I have a good man. The father of my two children is also great love, which my good man is the father of my two children, but you got to work with what you've got here. Now, love my husband and the children. I strive to do good. My life is beautiful and full. I like it. The house where I live with my family is a nest. It makes me happy. Isn't that fun? Totally cool. I have no idea what this was about, but now it's about me. And, this found poetry thing, it's kind of hard, but it's also kind of cool. So let's see. Writing about her, doing some doodling on here just because. Let's see what else we have. Whatever this right here really stuck out to me. I like this. She said, I do everything slowly. And I said, wouldn't that be something? I get so tired of rushing and I'm trying to slow down. Let's see. Oh, look at old Albert Einstein right there. This is playing with a stencil. It's the same stencil. So this was Ave. So this was Ave Marie because, my stencil is named Ave. I didn't do that. Add a little ribbon doodle to this bee page. I love bees. Don't you guys love bees? Just kind of, little notes to myself. It said live mindfully, experience a conscious life. So I put, hey cat, do that, be present, be awake. Things that just drew a bird. So yeah. And then this is just from here. There's nothing wrong with like just practicing something from the page that you think is cute. You'll see me do that a lot usually. Poster story. I made some posters apparently. Let's see what we got. Oh, here's the same thing where I'm this cute little girl in the corner. So I kind of drew her. It's in pencil, so it's a little bit harder. Just drew her. Isn't she cute? Now she's their person, but I drew them in their book, so it's cool. Oh, isn't this interesting? So these flowers were here. And I still think this, such a sad little tooth. Like, why did this one looks like a tooth, doesn't it? But I added to it, this one's saying, believe, let it go, be yourself, stand out, make a wish, see the wish. And then over here, I just added go, go, go with little hearts to some of their things because why not? Just adding it up. Um, Vulnerability is the glue that holds relationships together. I put so true. You need to be authentic to have trust. And like this flower reminds me of snapdragons, which will always remind me of Robbie as a little guy. My son loved snapdragons when he was little. So cute. So see, I just, a little practicing more stuff. So just make it my own. And now I don't mind that I spent like 20 something dollars on this book because it's not just a book that I read once and put away. It's a book that I read every word of once. And then I've come back and I've added stuff. This right here, straight up Pinterest still. It's a really good place to practice those things. Isn't that cute? Them swimming through dandelions. Then, it's just an art journal. So I put some sort of medium in it. Let me see if I can show some sort of medium in there to make it different. It's totally fun. It is just an art journal. So I love to do words with arrows, you guys. Those will show up in a lot of my stuff. And here I wrote I can tell you exactly what happened by this. I got a couple new pens, a couple new color pencils. I got aquamarine and French gray and had to play with them. So it's a good place to do that. Think about this, do a little I love you symbol. Like I said, I'll straight up Pinterest these things. Here's French gray with processed red over here. Marilyn, so I know what I did with this page is I went and found a quote of hers. So wanting to be someone else is a waste of who you are. Marilyn Monroe. Beautiful. Love that. Love the yellow page. So I had to make it, little wordy. This one, actually all that this had was you can't buy happiness, but you can buy tea. And that's kind of the same thing. And so from there, I added this, would you like an adventure now or shall we have our tea first? Added some tea bags and drew a little girl happy in her teacup. But then I also learned here, don't erase over Sharpie, it smears. So she's a little smeary, it's okay. It may be a 20 something dollar art journal, but it is just an art journal. It's a place to practice and try. Oh, look, I must have been a bee somewhere that I liked. And I practiced, just practice this B, and did some doodling over here because, fun stuff. More doodling around the dog. Oh, and I wrote what I used. Oh, I was looking at Stephanie Ackerman's stuff when I did this. And I wrote, what pens I used and they were good stuff. So that means I liked them. And made a house out of this one. Wrote something about that one. Let's see, I'll go a little quicker. Because this one is a lot of writing. Oh, colored in these girls because that was fun. Colored them in. This I did that same thing I did over there where I gessoed it and then it looks like I painted it. And this is a stamp I was playing with, so I outlined it. Just play, play. It's not about the presents, it's about the present. Spend time with me. Oh, see, and I like the way I did that. I don't remember doing it, but I like it. Let's see what we got. This is not my art. Hey, soul sister, ain't that Mr. Mister on the radio? Music lyrics are in my head a lot. So I love this stamp. I don't know if I named them or if she told me. Oh, tea and birthday cake. Yes, ma'am. Please do. More song lyrics. So turn the page to see more about these guys. Okay. Well, oh, look at that cranky little face. Look at that. So funny. So something got me about that. I must have gone to their page and then this is looking really good. All right, let's read this because this is pretty good. It must be from those tea guys. It says, we do not remember the evenings spent surrounded by our Facebook friends, the likes or the retweets, or the weeks we just spent wondering if we could commit to the 11-inch over 13-inch screen. We do not remember the high scores episode 26 of Senses 9, the celebrity gossip, or the what she said, he said, we said. Remember the shooting stars and the smell of the ocean. We remember jumping into the lake and drying off in the sun. We remember the view from the top, the song of the river, and the hoot of the owl. We remember the friends that are there with us, there for us, the laughter, the wonder, the scars, and the tea that taste of campfire. We only remember the things that matter. Things that matter, gifts for outdoorsy gents, rural ladies, and mucky kids. So that's where I went to this website and copied that from it, and I loved it. And I still love it. And this is kind of funny that we're reading this because this kind of ties in with my Tuesday tip a couple days ago of put the phone down and enjoy your moment. I think it's a good one if you didn't watch it. And you get to meet my husband if you go watch it. So, ooh, anger is another form of insanity. True that. And the computer screen will never replace paper in my hand. That's so true for me. I love paper goods. Oh, more found poetry and doing a pencil. A pencil, doing a tree. Where'd pencil come from? Oh, more found poetry. Let's get into it. Ooh, look what I did. I remember, I love this. So I did a cool background and I stamped it somehow with white and black. I don't even know, but I love it. I love it. This is what I love about art journals and coming back to them, guys. Look how beautiful that is. I don't remember doing it, but now I'm kind of inspired by me to go do it again. Figure it out. Very cool. Just playing around, doodling around recipes in here. Let's see, we're almost done. Thanks for hanging in there with me. That looks like about it. And that's good. And you also don't have to do every page. So that is what I do. One, because I love it. I'm gonna switch cameras back. One, because I love it. Let's get rid of that. And two, like I said, it justifies the price of the magazine. I don't buy these magazines all the time. I kind of was with the Flow until they wouldn't let you use coupons on magazines anymore, Michaels or Barnes & Noble. I think that sucks. So I didn't buy any for a very, very long time. So I've bought a couple lately, like the Daphne's is pretty new. This Daphne's one is only from I don't know, 2021. That's all it says. And both of these are also not American. I hate to say that, but they are not American. They're Europe. This one I know is very European. This one, UK, Ireland, Australia, has prices on it. So, yeah, that's it. I hope something in there inspires you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I like to look at things different ways. I like to use things different ways. You know, if I buy a tool or something, it's kind of that question about how can I use this 3 different ways? And I don't know if I can stretch it and say that I use these for 3 different ways. One, I read them and I enjoy them. Then 2, I go through and I doodle them up or do art in them and, you know, whatever I want. So that would be 2. And then 3, I use them for inspiration. And it's funny how we change because like this one, 2014, this one, much more recent. And I've noticed that like, if there's pages that I just don't want to do anything with, then I noticed I was gluing together to make it thicker. So you don't have, there's no rules. You don't have to keep every page. You don't have to do something on every page. You can rip things out. You can cut things out. You can, you know, whatever you want. But it's a good way to use these books that I feel like we love them. We love them. But instead of this book here now being a $22 book that I read and either just passed on to somebody else or a magazine that is sitting in a box or on a shelf somewhere in my house, it's now an art journal. And it's very much a capsule of who I was and where my mind was at in this part of 2014. So now it's a treasure and I love that. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. That was super fun for me because it was a trip down memory lane. I hope it was fun for you. I hope you got some inspiration. If you have any comments or thoughts, I would love to hear them. And yeah, so probably here pretty soon I'm going to start doing, like, when I do a page, doing it like live or recorded or something, and just sharing the process with you, because I don't usually set off knowing what I'm going to do. I'm one of those people who is like, oh, what art supplies are right here, let's do it. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.